So I thought I'd do a little show and tell on this little teardrop that I bought during spring. Uh, and so what happened is I do a lot of backpacking, and Paula, I usually set her up in a base camp somewhere if I'm out in Colorado or wherever. And and she's had some experiences where animals were walking past a tent, and she didn't like it too much. So what I thought we would do is, I have never been a camper trailer too much, but I do like this one out of all the campers. It's very small. It's a little 5x8 teardrop, and I thought I'd do a little show and tell and tell you about it, because when I was looking at teardrops, I could never find a video on this one, and I really wanted to see it a little bit better. So this is the video for these guys. So they do any color that you want. I decided I wanted orange with a white top. I put the awnings on myself, but the name of the company is in Arkansas, close to Conway, called Gateway Teardrops.com. This is their symbol. I elected to go with a white top and an orange side. No extra cost. 14-inch wheels, 205 tires. This is the minimalist teardrop. In other words, it doesn't have a galley in the back. I didn't really care for that because I pull all my stuff out anyway, and I don't need it in the back. I wanted the extra room inside. I wanted all the room that I could get inside, in other words. So they special build these however you like. So what I did here, I had them put in air condition, a little 5,000 BTU air conditioner in the front. That little cover pulls off, and I also had them put the spare tire in the front. The tongue is extra long. This little plate thing on the front is standard. And again, this is a minimalist, so it's actually cheaper, but you can add whatever you want to it. I did add a lot of options to it, and so let me show you what all I did. Just to let you know also that this is not a solid axle. It does have some kind of a transaxle thing, and that is standard on their trailers too. It's got plenty of ground clearance underneath here. So for this particular one, I think they're 2,000 pound transaxles, and they do really well. I did elect to have 2 doors on it. Their model with the galley does come automatically with 2 doors. The minimalist only comes with 1, but I wanted 2, so he added the 2. This is the plug-in for the battery and the power. So let's open it up. Well, let's go on the back side real quick. So you can see this is kind of the front, and it's pretty much looks the same thing over here. I did order awnings and put on this myself. The first one they helped me put on when I got there, and the second one I put on later, and I'll explain why I did that. Okay, so the door opens up, and like I said, it's a 5x8 trailer, air conditioned in front. This is a little battery box. It has a tender in it for charging. I went ahead and put the extension power cord on the front top. I ended up building this shelf myself because I didn't know how I wanted it at first, so I didn't have them build it. Because we do have a little small rat terrier, and we decided to kind of leave that open and put that up there for her. And anyway, and this right here has a little lip on it, so whatever containers we have up here doesn't slide out. This one, I elected to have a exhaust fan in it, and it also has a light. That was extra for the minimalist. And the floor, you can put whatever type of linoleum. I like to go with this wood grain looking floor, but he'll work with you on whatever you like. The back is just, let me get some light in here. I'll turn this light on. There we go. So it does have like plywood sides here, but the top you can see is some kind of an indoor-outdoor type of carpet, I think. It's very, it gives a little bit more soundproof and a little bit more insulation, and he does guarantee it. So that's what that looks like. The mat that we went with is kind of a couch type queen mattress that folds in and out. This one's 4-inch, and I think we got it at Lowe's. So let me show you how this works. You just grab the end of it and take it like this and pull it, slide it back, and it slides in and out really easy. Folds up really easy. So now, see, this is a true blue queen mattress. It does sleep really well to me. And we usually put our pillows in the back here and our feet up here. So again, this is a queen mattress, and without a galley in here, there's plenty of room, as you can see. What I did do also is I built some curtains for it out of fleece. I just wanted some black fleece just to cover it up a little bit. But this is it right here. Windows slide open. It does have a screen, and actually the screen slides up too if you need to stick your hand or whatever outside. Has a lock, bolt lock also, and it does have a rack. I had them put a rack on as well, so I can carry canoes or kayaks up here if I want to, and to also mount the awnings on it. So it pulls really well. I think the standard package is like 850 pounds, and this is probably just under 1,000 pounds. So this is what the teardrop looks like on the outside and inside. And what I thought I would do, the nice thing about a teardrop this size also is, once you take it off your vehicle, it is very maneuverable. You can move that thing around any way you want. So I'm going to move it around a little bit and adjust this thing for these awnings. And what I did, I built a room on one, because even though it is, I mean, it's not like there's room to you know, move around and do all. It's just enough room to sleep. It's basically what it is. So we wanted a little changing room and a little bathroom and a place to store things also. So and then we wanted the other side to have like an awning to sit under or whatever. So with this being a 5x8, I couldn't buy the real long awning, so this is actually 6.5 foot wide awnings. The first one here, I bought this one last, but it's called a front runner, and it's a 6.5 by 6.5 or 7, something like that. This one over here is the ARB. It's the first one that I bought, touring, and I like them both. There's some things that I don't like about the front running over there, but it's not that bad where I don't like it totally. But anyway, this is 6.5 by 8 on this awning. So I'm going to turn this thing around a little bit and set up these awnings and show you what they look like. Okay, I got the awnings out. I turned the trailer around because I wanted the longer awning to be on this side and the shorter one to be on the other side. This is the ARB on this side. You can see. Always have this one slanted down on the corner just a little bit. If it's pouring down rain, I bring it down quite a bit further to make sure the rain sheds off of it pretty easy. And it seems to handle pretty well. Make sure you always tie them off with rope. Otherwise the wind can pick it up and destroy it. So this is the ARB awning on this side. It's 8 foot long. And this side over here is the other one. And it's like 6.5 or 7 foot long. It's a little bit shorter. But I like that because I built the room for this side, and then the other side if I wanted some wings or something, some extra stuff, then I added that to it. Okay, so I wanted to show you some things that I built for it, just to help out. I've used a camper about 3 times now, trying it out for Paula. Me and Paula both used it, and just trying to make it a little bit more comfortable for her when she's out and I'm out backpacking and stuff, and if we decide to use it together. So what I've done is I built some little wings for it to kind of comes off the side to help shade from the sun and rain, either one. So these are about 2.5 foot by 8. Same over here, 2.5 foot by 8. There's the Velcro onto the pole. Same over here, there's the Velcro onto the pole. And then I have some shock cord on the ends to help keep it tight also. So what I did for the floor down here to help just make it a little bit more comfortable is, of course, I've got a little small tarp, and then Walmart sells a little tent thing that you can. I don't know if it's a picnicking type of blanket or what, but it's like $10. Walmart sells them. Has a waterproof backing on the back side and of a soft fabric on the top, and if you have to get out of the trailer barefooted, it's kind of nice to be able to step onto something like that. So, and plus I have the footstool also over here that we use. So this is the front, and the back, what I've done is built a room on it. So let me show you what that looks like. Completely covers the whole entire awning. Velcro's all the way around. The end up here has a heater rail, and I just bought some heater rope where I can slide this end piece on. It also will slide on the other awning as well if I need it over there instead of this one. And so that's why I decided, instead of sewing the corners all the way down, I just Velcroed it. So if I don't need to make a whole entire box or a room where I can just have part of a room, then I can take part of this off. This right here is the door. Zippers zips on and off, comes all the way down. And this is what it looks like inside. It's nice and warm in here, keeps you out of the wind. I did the same for the floor in here, tarp with that little picnic type thing. I also put some fabric underneath the trailer here to help the wind and keep the heat in as well. So what I did here, I put magnets on the end of the trailer to help seal it off at the top. And as you can see, it's sealed off all the way behind the tire also. And it Velcros to this end here. It Velcros to this end over here as well. And what I've done also, up here, the bottom of this has a heater rail right here. So I took some heater rope and slid it in so far, and then angled it down to that, and put some Velcro down there so it'll tie into this other piece. Same over here, has a heater rail here. I took some heater rope, sewed it onto this, and I just went straight down on this to try to keep the air from coming in when it's cold outside. And this room is kind of a private room. We can use it to change in as a changing room, as to use the bathroom in, as our little den area. We can put a stove in here, a little cook stove, or in a table. We can cook in here, whatever we want to do. So it's kind of our own little private room. I put me a wood burning stove jack on here, so if I wanted to either run propane or a wood burning stove, I could do either. I built smokehouses on the side, and smokehouses is a hammock tent that you can put a wood burning stove in. And so this fabric here is actually fire retardant, and so yeah, I put a stove jack in it. So if I wanted to, again, I could use a wood burning stove to keep us warm in the wintertime in this room, or you can use a little Mr. Heater propane stove or whatever you want to use. So something else that I was going to show you is inside the trailer as well for the wintertime. Something that I did also was build this little extension out, because I wanted to put a Mr. Heater in here, not to run full time, but to run as we need it. I didn't want to put it up here on a shelf because it was too close to the ceiling, and I wanted to get it a little bit lower so the heat wouldn't affect the ceiling any. So basically this has a hinge on it, and this hinges out, and I can take this on and off. It has a little bolt here that holds it in place, and it's just try to lower the heater itself. And basically what I was going to do was just run the pilot light and open that vent up a little bit, and I haven't tried it yet, so this is kind of new, but I'm going to hopefully be able to run the pilot light, and I will have a carbon monoxide detector in it. And again, if it gets really cold where we just need some instant heat, I can raise up, turn the heater on for a few minutes, and warm up, and then I can turn it back to pilot light. So this is small enough where it heats up pretty quick. Again, our heads will be down here at the end, and this up here is going to be the foot end. Turn this light off real quick. And this is about it. So again, I just wanted to show off the Gateway Teardrop for the people that are interested in buying one from James and Ron over there. Like I said, they own their own business, and they are the builders of it. They build them however you want it. So I'm very pleased with what they did. And I think it's a good solid product. And so again, this is the name of the company, gatewayteardrops.com, if you're interested. Thanks for watching.